Anywho, movies. I spent my entire life savings on them. They're a form of art where you can get away with what you couldn't in real life. That is, with the power of... Believe me, when me and Raymond sit down and watch a movie so well made together, it feels like you're really there.
I will shoot you.
Real. But at least my taste in movies is exquisite enough. I mean, look at this collection. I've got Jared Butter 2, the big man who lived on Mount Fuji next to his super cool mini fridge. I've only seen the first one. Yeah, I'm kind of out of money and out of a job. So if I'm gonna get any more of them, I'm using all the money I have left.
$5? What do you think you're gonna get out of that?
I was just asking.
Alright, dude, with tastes like yours, you're gonna stay with the trash because I know much more about film than you could even...
God, you are such a tool.
Look, if you're a more respectable film goer than me, how about you take my job?
Wait, somebody wants a job?
Yeah, sure.
Cool beans. You're hired.
My Blu-ray collection.
Though I've got a lot of movies that I would list as significant to me, and one of them, which is the one that really got me into movies, would be Jaws. Now look at this poster. You'd probably be thinking, a giant shark? I'd like to see him deliver on that promise. But here's the thing, you don't. Or at least not until an hour in. That's right, this movie uses the nothing is scarier trope, where we don't even get a single glimpse of the monster, and instead representing its presence with underwater POV shots, or a dock, maybe, barrels in the water, perhaps, or people simply getting tugged under, but no matter what, you always hear those two notes. Now this is because the director Steven Spielberg wanted to leave it to our imaginations to increase the tension of the movie. This is because he is smart and good at his job. And then we see it for the first time, and it still looks pretty good even for today. I mean, I'd prefer it over CGI. Now you'd think since it was like the biggest movie ever for a while, and it's rated PG from a major studio, and Spielberg is pretty much a family director, that it would still shy away from showing any major violence, but no. You probably know this movie for a lot of iconic moments, like where he chums the water and the shark comes up, Quint's story about the USS Indianapolis, and when the boys going about to just sing and dance. Yeah, it's a pretty classic scene. When people were making this movie, they thought it would fail hard, but they were wrong. I mean, look at its place in pop culture. It made lunchboxes, toy games, Shark Tale, and musical theater.
Michael, you get out of that boat. You hear your father? You get out of that boat now. You get out of that boat. Now. Yeah. You Bob. Get out of Bob.
But hey, let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to feel so cozy and warm? Or do you like Willem Dafoe? Well, there's a movie that's got all three of those, and it goes by Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is such a swell movie in my eyes. It's all stop motion, and given how all the materials used on these characters were from real animal hair, almost giving them a little taxidermied appearance, you'd probably expect it to look kinda creepy at least. No, it's fun to look at. It's sweet to look at. It's gorgeous to look at. The way they move is just so cartoonish and slick. It's perfect. The orange of the sky, ground, and landscape. If there was one word I would use to describe this movie, it's home. I mean, no, not that one. The Fantastic Fox Mister himself is plain slick, but I don't have time to talk characters because this movie makes me want to have orange juice right now, damn it. It's got so much to love, all in 90 minutes. They replace any swear words with the word cuss. And you wrote a bad song, Pagey. And yes, Willem Dafoe is in it. But what's it gotta say about humanity and life? Well, you dig the life fantastic, I just read that on the tagline. But what's it matter? After all, in a world of love and tears, my opinion is the only one that should matter.
So, Will, your first task for your new...
Hey, boss?
Brody.
Brody, right. That was what I was gonna ask.
Hey, this kid just ran up to me crying, saying that someone is gonna murder him, and,
Ignore him, he's just going through a phase. Look. Tell me the movies that you're embarrassed and guilty to like.
Hey, I'm no perfect saint. As any human should, I too find enjoyment in prestigious media such as, Super Mario Bros., Cat in the Hat, Cool Cat Saves the Kids, Who Killed Captain Alex, Five Nights at Freddy's.
I will shoot you.
Yeah, no one should be listening to my opinions after this shift.
You missed a spot.
Yeah, don't sweat it. You're still free to go watch stuff like Howard the Duck or Kangaroo Jack, the two worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
If I find out what, Charlie,
that you lost my money?
Yeah, I guess you could say those movies were so bad, I wish I could travel back in time just to get rid of them. In a car. With an old man. Back to the Future is easily one of the more popular picks for someone's favorite movie out there. Like, if there was a movie that I would consider perfect, this would probably be it. The plot is so tight. Everything in the screenplay has a point, and there's no messing around with it. For Marty McFly himself, he's probably my favorite character in any movie. Oh, my bad, sorry. Calvin Klein. Honestly, that might be my favorite joke in the whole movie. But Doc Brown is definitely the funniest character, and it's not even close. When you watch him, you do not see Christopher Lloyd, you just see Doc Brown. And I like all the funny faces he makes.
I think a man should be strong, so he can stand up for himself.
I like him a lot. Now, the plot itself is kind of wacky, so I'll recreate it for you. So just bear with me for like 10 seconds. Whoa, Doc! I think my mother's in love with me. Doc, you know what this means. We gotta go back to the back. Yeah, and there's some others I like, such as Alien, The Blues Brothers, The Shining, The SpongeBob Movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and American Psycho. Just don't let that one change who you are. But what's my favorite movie of all time? I couldn't tell you. Yeah, Jaws is the one that's most significant to my life, but I love Fantastic Mr. Fox a little bit more, but neither are perfect movies like Back to the Future is, if you know where I'm going with this. All these movies really are equally great to me, and I really can't pick one over the other. Your favorite movie or media or anything doesn't have to be which has the higher quality, what's more significant to you, or the popular pick. It all comes down to you and your tastes. But honestly, I'm gonna ditch all that and say Fantastic Mr. Fox. Good job, you win. I never knew I actually had a favorite movie. Who'da thunk?
I never knew someone could talk to a wall about their favorite movies for a solid 40 minutes.
He's got great taste, though.
Oh, really? So enlighten me, Will. How did the ending of the director's cut of Jared Butter in the smelly old castle of the great evil magical king of Funkleguttenland Kingdom Town play out, huh?
Easy. Jared crashes the economy.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you know every teeny tiny detail about Jared Butter and the smelly old I don't know, but you're nothing but a fraud about your film taste.
Oh, you thought I was joking about my knowledge of film, hmm? I bet I can name every single smash hit under the year of 1999 without any problem.
Whoa. I can communicate telepathically now? Oh. See you tomorrow.
That is the worst way you could have got a job. Well, I don't care. You up for Jared Butter again? Hell yeah!
This is my favorite part. This is the best part. Shh, stop talking, this is the best part.
I don't think I've ever said cool beans in my whole life.